Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Hello, JD. Good morning. Good morning, HMS Lady Hawk. Good morning, puppies. Good morning. Good morning, Rosie. Good morning, Rairo. How are you? Hi, Rosie. Hi, JD. How are you? How are you guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning. So, I want to talk about the Trisha Paytas H3N3 thing going on. I watched the whole fiasco last night. Of when Ethan said that Trisha Paytas was quitting H3N3. I think that's H3N3. And then Trisha making video after video calling out Ethan. I just want to call out Ethan for one thing and one thing only. And this is just as a creator who has made a lot of YouTube videos, and even to the point where I have done podcasty like videos. Okay, he said it takes all week to do the microphones and the sound and all that, and I'm just gonna straight up say, Ethan saying it takes all week to put on a 2-hour show, he's full of shit. He's absolutely full of shit. It does not take that long to get your microphone set, to hear them back, to see if it's set right. Because usually it's presetted from the week before of where the microphones were. It's not hard to turn on a camera. It's not hard to use your OBS or whatever screen capture device you want to use. I didn't watch that crap, Josh. I didn't watch it. I don't want to watch it. Don't care. Don't care. I don't care about their stupid drama. But thank you.
You're welcome.
What Ethan said, it like literally, it kept me up last night. What he said about it takes him all week to do the microphones and everything to put on a show, a podcast. And I just like, you are so full of shit. It literally takes like 2 minutes to get everything set up. 2 minutes. Me and my husband, we could do a show, H3N3, just today.
All our microphones are gone.
So we'll use what we have. I have a good microphone.
Yeah.
I have a decent microphone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does sound really good, actually.
Yeah, I have the Razer Siren. It's a pretty little pink microphone. But he's full of shit when he says it takes all week to get the microphones and put it on a show.
Yes.
It literally takes 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and me and my husband could do it every day.
Yeah.
Easily. Easy. And he's trying to make it seem like his job is so hard. No, you literally turn on the computer. You make sure, you're right in your little broadcasting software.
Yeah.
And then you turn it on live. That's all you have to do. You don't need anyone. You don't need a crew in order to put on a show.
Well, if you don't know how mics work and mixing boards, you would need people, okay? Because they use pro mics. If you don't know how to set that shit up, then you would need help.
Yeah, but he doesn't need help to set that up because he's been doing it for years. He's full of shit and thinking his audience is ignorant enough to believe that crap.
Yeah, I agree with you. He's been doing it for fucking years.
He did.
Yeah,
and how Trisha, for not wanting to do the show, everyone's making her feel like she's like crap for not wanting to do the show anymore. Like, do you know how it affects someone with borderline personality disorder when they're constantly being degraded and constantly like on this like tension scale? It's not good for you mentally.
No.
If you're borderline and you're constantly having tension thrown at you. It's not good. And everyone's hating Trisha for choosing her mental health over the show. It's like, you guys are so fucking selfish toward her. She has every right to want to do something that she... and not do something if she doesn't want to. And I feel bad for Trisha. And she's getting so much hate from people, and I looked at her comment. All she was doing was like, today she posted a picture of her with Mukbang and saying Mukbang's 3 years old today. And then everyone in the comment is digging on her. Why are you pretending like this isn't happening? Why are you pretending that, you know,
moving on.
Like it's like,
it's called moving on.
Excuse me, is she supposed to, like, what the fuck is wrong with you people, first of all? Let me just say that. Why do you have to dwell on something that someone already moved on to that doesn't even involve you? Okay? Your entertainment, I hate to put it, your entertainment is not worth someone's mental health. And since it's so hard for people to understand that with Trisha, I feel like I have to stick up for her. I really do. I feel like I have to stick up for Trisha at this point. Because it's not fair what she's going through. It's not. She decided to leave, you know, the Frenemies podcast because a bunch of the crew members weren't liking her. And she just didn't want to work in a hostile work environment. I don't want to work in a hostile work environment. Who wants to work in a hostile work environment? But yet they want to make Trisha feel bad over her wanting to leave a hostile work environment. Ethan's never treated her well. He's always picked on how she looked. He's always done these like fat jokes on her. He's always tried to tear up her relationship with Moses and her relationship with other people she's involved with. He always brings up her past and sexualizes her, and it's gross. It's freaking gross, and she doesn't, and she doesn't deserve this, and she doesn't deserve a bunch of people coming on her for something she chooses to do with her life that will help her mental health. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're talking about a woman who has borderline personality disorder, high depression, high anxiety, and now DID, schizophrenia, yep. And she's being treated for all this, and she doesn't need additional crap on her when she's trying to focus on her mental health.
I agree.
Like, could you imagine this? Like, the internet drove that woman so crazy, now she hears fucking voices in her head. I feel so sorry for her, and I wouldn't want to be in her shoes right now. Because I'm telling you, schizophrenia, if you ever, like, get a hold of how it would be like to have schizophrenia, there's videos out there on YouTube where you can be, like, how the mind of a schizophrenic is like. It's horrifying. It's horrifying, constantly having these whispers and these thoughts and, like, in your head constantly. It's horrifying. You know, I used to take care of people with schizophrenia, and they live their lives in total fear of these voices that no one else hears but them. And, like, in having the additional internet coming at you with additional voices, it like...
Real ones.
Leave that girl alone. Leave Trisha Paytas alone. She doesn't need it right now. She's going through enough mentally. And just because she puts her mental health first, doesn't mean that she deserves to be attacked. Like, people are so selfish now. It's all about their entertainment, what they want initially, that they don't realize how many lives they're ruining by doing this stuff. By constantly coming on to people and criticizing them over their own decisions and how they want to go and live their own life. I hate it. I hate it. And it really bothers me seeing this girl struggle the way she is. Because Trisha Paytas, she is struggling. She is struggling mentally, and nobody fucking cares. Well, I'm gonna care. I'm gonna care. I've met Trisha Paytas, okay? I've seen her in the flesh, okay? I've touched her. You know, we hugged each other. We were holding each other's hands. Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I'll come with you. I'll jump in the car.
Okay.
Ugh.
Baby girl. You're so cute.
Bobby,
I love you.
I love you.
You're the best girl. Yeah, with that window open.
Oh my God.
Oops, that's alright. Nothing of value's in the car no more.
True.
Yeah. I got your window. There we go. I love you.
Oh, you can see my makeup a lot better here. Oh.
Sorry about that.
But, like, Trisha Paytas, okay, let me put that right there real quick.
Baby goo. I love you.
Trisha Paytas, when you are with her in the flesh, when you're with her in real life, she is one of the most sweetest, kindest, polite, caring, and hospitality-wise. I can't even say it right. Hospitable, thank you. Hospitable people you can meet. She's so sweet. If you ever meet her in person, she's so sweet.
Yeah.
And she gets so much hate. And I think it's because she's sweet.
Yeah.
I think people really do have this thing in their head where they see someone who's sweet and their first conclusion is, let's see where they are mentally and let's just try to poke at them and get a reaction from someone who's sweet. Like, it's evil, especially if you're borderline and you're constantly being poked at by people. That is so evil because you don't realize the trauma you're putting into these people's hearts.
Yeah.
You know, every time someone is, like, if you have borderline and you're being picked on and you're being, like, abused mentally by people, what you're doing, like, and I don't think people realize it, is you're bringing up all these other people's past pains, too. Like, it's kind of like a snowball effect. Like, you're hurting someone with BPD, and they get the memory of their past, you know, the trauma they're in, you know? So, I see that trauma, and sorry, where was I? I got freaking distracted by someone being an asshole. But
What?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they I'm not going to talk about
Okay,
it, but
bye. I thought I did something.
no. But when you're hurting someone who's already has trauma in their background, you're bringing it up and they're being reminded of it. It's not only what you're doing to them, it's what other people done to them in the past, and it's brought up, and it's just an extreme amount of pain and suffering you're causing someone by trying to get on their case over them trying to live their life. You know, in all honesty, I think if someone has borderline, if you know they have borderline, let them be themselves and stop trying to dictate their fucking lives, because you're hurting them in the process really deeply by constantly getting on their case over every little decision they make. Like, Trisha should have a right, without people criticizing her, to be able to choose if she wants to do a job or not. You know, she wasn't getting paid good for doing this podcast. She was doing it because it was like, she felt like she needed to, because it was like fam. But at the same time, she's taken all this abuse from this fucking Ethan dude constantly, and being lied about, first of all.
Yeah.
Like, he is lying, straight up lying.
He has no receipts.
He has no receipts.
Well, Trisha said she wanted to fire the whole crew. Where's the receipts? There's no receipts at all that she said that.
Yeah, exactly.
And if she said it in private to him, it's just like, that's anger. That, like, people, I say stupid shit all the time.
Do they have any breakfast sandwiches in there?
I don't think so, honey. No.
That sucks. I'll take some OJ.
Okay. I'll look for a sandwich.
that banana pineapple OJ
banana,
by Dole?
Pineapple, Dole, OJ.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It should be
But
real.
it's like a cocktail thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
it's in a carton.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
If they don't have that, you want just like Simply Orange or...
I love Simply Orange, yeah. Simply Orange, like the less acid one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Breakfast sandwiches we couldn't get because it's hot food.
Sucks.
You can't get that.
Not even Jimmy Dean's.
No.
Dean.
Jimmy Dean?
Hey, if you give me a sub, I'll eat that too. That's okay.
Okay.
I'm hungry, man.
All right.
I'm hungry. I'm a pig right now. Jay Brown, that's right. Mental health always does need to come first. And I do love Trisha. I always will love Trisha. And I'll always stick up for Trisha. Because Trisha needs to be stuck up for. You know, she doesn't need more additional hate. And I hate this about the internet. It's like you make a decision with your life or you do something and the whole internet gets on your case for about 7 months over something that you've already over with. You've already examined yourself. You already feel bad for. And you're trying to move on with your life. But the internet wants to remind you of everything. It's the most unforgiving place you can go on to is the internet. It's unforgiving. It's merciless. And it just keeps reminding you of mistakes that you've already learned from and moved on from. And I just wish human beings would eventually just stop doing that and just realize that people make mistakes and people like move on from their mistakes. And it's not nice, and no, you wouldn't like it if your mistakes were constantly thrown in your face. You wouldn't like it. No one would like it. Do you like it when your mistakes are constantly thrown in your face? Do you? No, you don't. But the internet seems to think it's a cool thing to do to constantly throw someone's mistakes constantly in their face. And it drives me absolutely nuts because I'm seeing a woman that's suffering really bad mentally and no one's giving a fuck about her. And I'm like, seriously, I will always give a fuck about Trisha Paytas. I will always give a fuck about Trisha Paytas because I love her. I love her. I've touched her. I felt her spirit. I've been in her person, you know, and I would never... I know I've had, I know I've been stupid sometimes on the internet when it comes to Trisha and being way too critical to her. And I just, I hate it. I hate it because she deserves a lot better than what she's getting. She really does. And it's just sad to me that she's struggling so bad mentally and no one has her back. Because I know how that is. Like, I'm struggling really bad with my physical health. Not so much my mental health, but my physical health. I'm struggling really, 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 really bad. And I would hate if the internet got on my case over me struggling physically really bad. But if you have a mental problem, for some reason, on the internet, if you're struggling with your mental, it's a-okay for the internet to come and damage you even more, you know, when really just, you know, people who have mental problems, they don't need to be hounded with all these mental problems, you know?
I found exactly what you were talking about.
Oh, baby.
The dole. I found it for you.
My hero.
Baby. And I got you a beautiful Boar's Head Select sub.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, baby.
You're such a good hubby.
I love you.
But I honestly believe if you see someone and you know they're struggling mentally, stop getting on their case and leave them alone.
I agree.
Like, don't be constantly up their ass and being like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Because that'll drive you fucking nuts too.
That's triggering.
It is.
That's why.
It is, because it's like you're trying to help your mental state, and you're having all these people asking you if you're okay. And it's like, no, I'm not okay.
But I'm working on it.
It's okay to be not okay.
It is.
You know, it's normal to not be okay. It's normal to struggle with your mental health sometimes. It's normal. And people shouldn't be ridiculed and treated like crap because they're struggling mentally.
Yeah.
And you uncaring fucking assholes on the internet getting on Trisha's case over her struggling mentally, and you don't have your little entertainment of picking on her all the time. Right. And that's what it is. That's why you're so mad at Trisha, is because you don't have another avenue to pick on her.
True.
And to make fun of her. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with you mad at her because she ruined the show. No. It's because you wanted an avenue to pick on her. Another avenue to make her feel humiliated in some way, shape, or form, or feel shameful of her own life.
Less than human.
And less than human. Yeah. When this girl has really bad mental problems, and you guys don't care, you guys won't love her enough to help her through her problems. Instead, you're going to ridicule her with her problems. And it's not even your problems, but yet you think you should be able to have a say over her fucking problems.
What?
And I'm just to the point where it's leave that girl alone.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you think she's not talking about it? Because it's too much for her to handle.
She was breaking out in hives in her mouth.
Yeah.
People have to watch her Lies video, the Ethan Lies video.
Yeah.
She was breaking out like you when you were so stressed in the car on the tracks.
Yep.
That's what was happening to her, man.
Yeah.
It bothers her, man.
And yet you want to just constantly bring up this stuff that bothers people.
Yeah.
Because it's on your mind for some reason. So you think just because it's on your mind, you have to go and dictate this woman's life.
Disgusting.
Even though it's not your life to dictate.
Leave the fuck
and you wouldn't like being treated that way at all. At all. Right. You wouldn't like being treated that way. But yet they want to treat Trisha Paytas in such a horrible manner all the time. And I'm tired of seeing this girl picked on when I'm seeing her struggle so bad.
Me too.
I'm tired of it. I love that girl. I love that girl. I've loved Trisha Paytas for years, man. Yeah. For years. But if Trisha Paytas sees this, get a hold of me, girl, because I ain't going to hurt you. Because I struggle mentally, too. And I have a bunch of people online looking at me struggling mentally and making me look like I'm a fucking devil for struggling mentally. And I don't only struggle mentally, I struggle physically.
It's true.
You know how much pain it is to walk? Or to do anything in life?
Girl.
Like, I've been sleeping downstairs because I literally can't walk up the stairs very well.
I know.
Can you help me?
Hang on.
Okay.
Babies.
Thank you.
I love you. I love you, girls. Careful.
Ooh.
One more. You got it. You got it, girls.
But I have people taking a few clips of me getting up and walking, and they're like, I don't see any problem with her.
Are you kidding me?
Maybe it's called hiding pain for the camera's sake. Yeah. Oh, I feel better. But yeah, I feel bad for Trisha Paytas. And I don't think she should constantly be hounded over the decisions she makes with her life because it takes away from your own entertainment. Like, you expect people who are on the internet to be your little entertainment workhorses. And I have lupus, so I completely understand. You can't see my pain. Yeah, man. See? But see, I get told I'm lying about my pain. I get told that by the internet. And it's not right. Because it really is one of the biggest struggles I have. Is me physically being able to move. And they don't care. Because they see a little clip and they're like, oh, I don't see any problem there. Like, you just don't understand what I'm going through. You know, people who have chronic pain, they tend to hide it a lot of times. And it's not because they're liars. It's just they don't want to worry people all the time. You know, and it does get annoying to people. I'll just be honest. If you're constantly saying, I'm hurting all the time. Because it's like, yeah, I know I'm hurting. I know you're hurting, honey, but there's nothing I can do to help you. So you learn not to mention it all the time. That you're in pain when you are suffering from chronic pain. You know, and it's the same with people who have chronic mental illness. They're suffering all the time. You feel better? Good. But if you're suffering from chronic mental illness, you shouldn't be constantly having people coming at you and tearing you down. It's like, can't people just stop one moment and stop being so egocentric and just listen to what another person is going through? Like, Trisha literally is telling people, I'm suffering. And instead, you're worried about your entertainment. And it bothers me, man. It bothers me how a woman can suffer so bad. Oh, thank you, honey.
Little babies. And there's your juice.
Thank you.
Yes. I got you the right one, I know it.
I love that. There's something with the banana, pineapple, orange juice that is so good. Well, here's the thing. Pineapple juice is really good if you have arthritis or bursitis or any type of I guess physical ailment that causes a lot of inflammation in your body. It's very good for you. I misplaced something, and I'm not happy that I misplaced it because I really don't want to move. Hey, hon.
Yeah, baby.
Is that, oh my God, the oil stick, is it outside? Because I don't know where it is.
No, not outside.
Oh, no.
I saw it on the table there.
Where?
In front of you somewhere. It was there.
I think I may have brought it outside.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You have it in the car, honey.
It might have been in the car. I don't know. Ugh, I hate misplacing things. But, like, I don't know. Can you guys understand how it is? You know, you're just trying to live your life and trying to do your best, and you're constantly having people coming to you and treating you like garbage for you just trying to survive. You know, I just don't find it right, and it just seems so evil to do to someone who's struggling so bad. And Trisha is struggling so bad.
No, ma'am. Oh, sorry. No.
Okay, then it's gotta be here somewhere.
Got it.
Oh. Oh. I found it. It was in the blankets. I just got a wee bit of the CBD left, man. Sorry about that. But it's... I just want everyone to just realize that when you see someone and they are an entertainer, just give them some grace. When they're saying, I'm struggling, and stop worrying about yourself. Stop worrying about your entertainment, because what good is Trisha going to be if she's mentally not there? What good is she going to be if she's not mentally there? I mean, if she's not feeling good, if she's not doing well mentally, like, what do you expect from the girl? You know, what do you expect from her? Like, she's not a superwoman. She's a human being. Does the internet forget that your entertainers are human beings? You treat all celebrities like this. You know, you go in front of them, you see them out in the public, and you treat them like they're like these bizarre, like it's inhuman how a lot of people treat celebrities. You know, because you put them on such a high standard that they can't even hold themselves to these standards, and judge them by these high standards that none of you guys could keep yourself.
No, it's okay, but how could you know that?
And I feel so bad for her, what she's going through right now, and all the hate she's taken for just wanting a peace of mind and not wanting to be constantly the butt of someone's jokes. It's so hard to be the butt of the joke when you're borderline. You have no idea how much pain that puts you through. None. You know, I'm BPD. I know how it feels. I know how it feels to be the butt of a joke when you're BPD. And and it's like there's no way how to get out of it being the butt of this joke, because it's like they just want to see a reaction. They want to see you at your worst. They want to see you on your downfall, and it's she doesn't deserve it. Because Trisha Paytas absolutely has done nothing to anyone to deserve it. And Ethan's trying to make her look like she's some kind of selfish bitch. And it's like, fuck you, dude. You hurt that girl again. Because, let's just be honest, Ethan's a bully. He's a bully. And he really does get off at picking on women. Especially women who... Like, and it's so hypocritical of him. This is a man with Tourette's. Right? He physically and mentally cannot control himself over doing certain things. And he damns Trisha for the same fucking reason. And I'm not cool with it. I think Trisha Paytas did the right thing. Leaving frenemies. Because at least she won't be the butt of Ethan's jokes anymore. Because he's a piece of shit human. Anyway, that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. Ethan, I don't care what your little opinion of me is. You know, I've already heard your little opinions of me before. It's so funny. It's like I'm this micro person, but yet all of them know who I am. Anyway. Trisha, if you get this, I love you, girl. Keep your head up. Don't let what these fucking assholes on the internet has to say to you. You're a beautiful, beautiful soul, and I will always value meeting you and holding your hand and hugging you and loving you. I will always value that. Because it was a very beautiful moment in my life, too. So, anyway, I'm going to leave. Peace and Maranatha. Leave Trisha Paytas alone and stop treating people like crap just because they make decisions in their lives and you're just angry because it doesn't suit what you wanted out of them. And people on the internet are people too, and they deserve to be treated with respect and love. Period. Bye, guys.